everyone, welcome back and thank you for joining me here today. And as I'm sure you can tell from the decorations behind me, it's another seasonal event, or I guess I should say two. So we are going to be having Hatching Tide and Little Ladies Day kind of mixed together. They did this once before with Little Ladies Day and what was it, Valentino's Day? Yeah, so I don't know why they suddenly decided to put them both together, but I don't know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and unlock this quest here in Gridania with Jahili Alipo with the princesses and the eggs. So if you don't know her, she usually gets like these visions of the future in her dreams. So let's see what she has to say. Welcome, my friend. I take it the hatching tide decorations have caught your eye. Oh, Claire, is that really you? I had hoped I might see you again, but I did not dare assume. Nonetheless, it warms my heart that you are eager to revel in hatching tide once more. This year it was again a dream that sparked my imagination, a dream of a Gubu, massive and marvelous, standing upon the stage. Where else but in Udal, so many moms away? Wreathed in radiant flowers of pink, that darling Gubu held in her hands an egg decorated most lavishly. Do Gubus come from eggs or something? I'm genuinely curious about that. And there is but one time of the year when that sandy brown of that city is accented by peach blossoms in full bloom. Yes, I speak of Little Ladies' Day. I don't know why I chose this accent. The message of Mistress Alipo's dream was clear. Combine the spirit of Hatching Tide and Little Ladies' Day to create the most exciting day the jewel of a city has seen. Naturally, we sought out those in charge of the event and brought our proposal before them. "'Tis a pleasure as always, Claire. I see ours is not the only celebration which can boast of your selfless assistance." Mistress Alipo's proposal was quite unprecedented, and so confident was she in her vision that she had already secured the services of a performer and his Gubu companion before meeting with us. Well, that's initiative. I like that. I regret to say not all in Udal share in her conviction. Many doubt the safety of such an act, which has brought our plans for Little Ladies' Day to a standstill. Oh wait, I think I know what this is about. The trepidation is not without cause, mind you. Some 15 years ago, a supposedly tame Gubu ran amok in the city streets, causing untold harm. Yeah, I remember that. When the Sentiel informed us of these circumstances, I got to thinking we could hold a Hatching Tide event here in Gridania with a Gubu as the main attraction. Not only would this lift the spirits of Gridania's people, but it would prove to those in Udal that the Gubu poses no danger. Surely that would put any doubts to rest. In fact, the performers have already arrived. Nonota and I were treated to a display of their show, and I must say, never have I seen a Gubu so pretty and sweet. Of all the paths forward we could have taken, this seems to be the only one which might please all parties. I came to Gridania at once so I could act as a witness for my peers in Udal. Since you're here, might you accompany me to the show? Someone as well vested in this realm's beastkin as you may be singularly qualified to tell us just how docile this Gubu is. Well, I hate to see Miss Alipo's dream shattered. I can't wait to see this pretty in pink Gubu. As would I. While I'm certain that there is nothing to fear, having a stout arm by my side will be most reassuring. Well then, all is settled. The show of a lifetime awaits at Finch Branch Meadows. You'd best not tarry. Agreed. Let us make our way there and speak with Audemond, the performer in charge. Oh, I can hardly wait. I mean, I feel like it might be a little bit, pompous to declare it's the show of a lifetime. I'm just saying, it's probably just going to be a Gooboo that knows a single trick, and that's it. I mean, big deal, I got a bunch of mounts that can perform all kinds of tricks, so. So I really was surprised when I first found out that they were planning on, combining the two holidays again. I get why they did it before. It was mostly because of COVID, I think. But they were kind of falling behind on the special event, so they kind of had to combine the two. I'm not really sure why they chose to combine it this time. My best bet is that they are so busy with getting everything ready for Dawn Trail and everything, they just don't have time to really focus. Oh, look at all the pink Gooboos! Oh, didn't see you there. Can we help you? Greetings, I am the Royal Sential, in charge of making Little Ladies' Day most memorable for all ladies of the realm. Mistress Alipo has informed us that you have quite the show prepared for us. Ah, we've been waiting for you. Will you be hard-pressed to pick your job off the floor after you see what my Pittia has in store for you? I've been watching over her ever since the day I found her wandering the wilderness all by her lonesome. We spent ages looking for her family, but now I suppose we're all each other has. Pitai, lovely name to be sure. And those flowers, are they peach blossoms? I dare say she's the very picture of a little Ladies' Day princess. I'm glad to hear that, and I know that Pitai is too. She's thought of little else since the moment Miss Alipo came to us with her peculiar request. There's nothing in this world we love more than hearing an audience cheer, and I think this time we'll earn that and then some. We'll call this one Egg Surprise. Go on, Pitai. That was astonishing! Impressive, ain't it? And all it took was a few glamour prisons. Of course, that wasn't where the genius was required. Took us days and nights of racking our brains to figure out how to capture the spirit of two celebrations. In the end, though, I think we did about as good a job as could have been expected. Now, here comes the rub. Ever since we arrived in Gridania, Pitai's been a little on edge. Hate to see her like this, but I think I figured out what's causing it. As you two just saw, she's got no problem performing in front of an audience of two, but when a whole gaggle of revelers shows up not too long ago, she just froze up. I see. She must not be used to such large crowds. Luckily, I managed to save the show by climbing atop her head. That set her mind at ease and helped her find her courage. But I ain't as young as I used to be, and my knees are already crying out in protest at the prospect of climbing her again. But you, on the other hand, I reckon you got plenty of moms left in those adventurer legs of yours. Might I trouble you to join our merry troop and support Pitai during her star turn? All you have to do is climb atop her head and head towards the crowds, show them our act, and tell the spectators to come to me for an egg of their own. Still plenty to go around. Okay, eagerly show. Trust me, Pizza will love having you aboard. Now's our chance to get these eggs into the hands of the eager Gridanians. She's too timid to wander off on her own, so if something else demands your attention, she'll make her way back to me. Now get out there and give Gridania an egg surprise. Hmm, not so different than the Gubu I already have, just a prettier one. Okay, I know I was clicking on him. Do I have to talk to the guy? He said the show was over here, didn't they? What did I just see? Ah, this must be that performing Gubu I heard so much about. Good show, good show. I think I'll get an egg on my own to remember this by. One down, two to go. I don't see any eggs. Is this the right place? How can you not see the giant Gubu behind you? That was amazing. The rabbits were so adorable. And that crown of peach blossoms is so pretty. I wonder if they'll give them out with the eggs. Let's go find out. Oh, we're actually talking to the Chocobo Keep. I heard the hatching tide of festivities would be held here this year, but I've seen nothing out of the ordinary. Again, just turn around. You see a giant pink Gubu, not something you see every day. Oh my stars, what manner of... Oh, you're promoting hatching tide. Yes, I knew that, of course. Splendid trick that was, truly. I never knew Gubus to be adept at anything besides eating, but you've expanded my horizons. Mayhap I'll partake in the festivities this year after all. Hey, that's how you know this is a fantasy game. If people are turning down, like, free stuff, like... I don't know, my brain just sort of died right there. That's how you know that this is not real, because people are turning down free things. The eggs are for free, people! Good work, Claire. Same goes for you, Pete Ty. Could hardly pass around the eggs fast enough. Grrr. And it looks like Pete Ty's managed to conquer her fears. Let's hope these ovulations are enough to conquer the sensuals. Well, that was quick. Okay, Pete Ty in pink. Okay, reach a decision, and this is where we get the mount. Though I have been but a bystander in affairs so far, what I've seen has been truly inspiring. Pete Ty is possessed not only of a kind heart, but the soul of an entertainer as well. I would have her be the main attraction of our stage in Uda. On behalf of the Little Ladies' Day Planning Committee, I invite you to our city as honored guests. Well, I'm not one to decline such an eager invitation. Consider it accepted. But first, I'd best tell Miss Alipo that she'll be needing more eggs. Go on to Uda. We'll find our own way there before long. Wonderful. Then I shall depart at once and make the stage ready for your arrival. You've helped tremendously already, but there's no denying that Pete Ty has taken a shine to you. Might you watch over her in Udall for a while, just until she becomes accustomed to the crowds? Yeah, I'm just changing my clothes real quick to something a little bit more Little Ladies' Day. What can I say? I like to dress for the occasion. Where is it? Wrong ones. I got too much stuff. I need to clear this out again. Okay, so now I feel like we're ready. Since we're not getting separate holidays, I kind of have to... I mean, I know I didn't really have to change my clothes. My clothes were probably fine as they were, but, since we're not getting two separate holidays here, I might as well run with it, you know? I'm guessing the stage is over there. Oh, I think I remember this from last year, too. Ah, you have arrived. You'll be glad to know that I managed to win over the planning committee with my story of Pitai's show. Uda Uda gates will be cast wide for her arrival. If she is amenable to the idea, I would have her be the star attraction on this year's stage. The first order of the day is to spread the word. If we tell the citizens what we saw in Bench Branch Meadows, it is my hope that they will welcome Pitai with open arms. And if her show is a success, then we'll have managed a celebration which spans from Gridania to Uda, painting smiles upon the faces of all the realm's little ladies and egg fanatics alike. I shall stay here and drum up what interest that I can. Claire, pray head to the steps of Thal and do the same. Meet me at the stage afterwards, and together we can shower Pitai with applause. They didn't really plan the advertising for this very well, did they? I mean, granted, Jahili Alipo kind of showed up out of nowhere and had everything already set up before even getting permission. But you think that they would go ahead and start spreading the word already, like, give it a few days at least. But no, not this time. Instead, they have random adventurers do the work for them, probably cheaper that way. I didn't know Goobos were capable of anything more than just mindless eating. Are you sure this show isn't just watching a beast chomping on hay? I mean, the crowds of Gridania gave her a stand-in ovation. Well, when you put it that way. Besides, it's not as if I have aught else to do. All right, look for me amongst the crowd. So, two more on the Sapphire Avenue. A Gubu here in Uda. Oh, that dredges up terrible memories of the rampage I witnessed as a child. How do you know that won't happen again? Have you seen this Gubu with your own eyes? Yes, and she's as gentle as a tame chocobo. Is that so? Well, I see no reason why you would lie to me. Very well, I shall go. Perhaps in this way I can conquer my fears. To be fair, Gubus are kind of terrifying with all those rows of razor-sharp teeth, so I don't really blame her for being scared of them. Gubu performer? Aren't they dangerous? Suppose a friend of mine was raving about the show she saw in Gridania. If it's this very same, Suppose it's worth a look. Wow, rumors sure spread fast. I don't think it's even been a full day yet. They really don't give the respect to these seasonal events anymore. That's what I feel. I get it, they're busy these days, but still. And I can't move. Hate when it freezes up like that. My thanks, Claire. It seems word has spread even further than I had hoped. And while this is a cause for celebration, Pete Tai appears to be intimidated by their expectant gazes. Oh, look at her. Grr. Of course, you could just hop on her head and she'd calm down just like that, but we can't lean on you forever. Why don't you rally her spirits with some encouraging words, Claire? Seems she's warm to you, and I reckon she'd appreciate whatever you have to say. Okay, how do you rally a gooboo? I feel so bad for it, though. Look at her, hiding her face, like... Oh, I was right there. Truth be told, this is her first time performing alone in front of so many people. I can see why her legs won't listen to her heart. Aww. Don't worry, P-Tai, I'm right here. But remember how happy you made everyone in Gridania? I'm not sure if it's very reassuring to say, I'm right here. Aww. That did the trick. You really got a talent for lifting the spirits of the downtrodden, Claire. Oh, buddy, you have no idea, do you? We are in your debt, truly. Really? It's not that big a deal. It's almost time. Lady Alipo should have arrived by now. Claire, pray join the bystanders and give Pete Tai your heartiest cheer. Your words were like a drop of water on a hot day. I reckon Pete Tai might even like you more than me. Okay. That's a bit extreme, but hey. Oh, it's the songbirds. Been a while since we've seen them. I guess we should have expected it. They almost always appear on Little Ladies' Day, don't they? And now for the final act. Bedecked in blossoming flowers, this Gooboo princess has prepared something unforgettable for all the little ladies out there. This is just how I envisioned it in my dream. And to think I ever believed Gooboos were naught but wild beasts. Oh, I simply adore her. If Hatching Tide is even half as thrilling as the show, I must catch the next airship to Gridania. All's well that ends well. The little ladies get a great show, and Hatching Tide gets more egg seekers. Your smiles are like so many flowers in full bloom. Pitai will be the talk of Uda for moons to come. Okay, sure. That she will, that she will. I have to thank you, Miss Alipo, for giving us both the chance to bring a little brightness to so many lives. Thank you, Pitai, for bringing joy to the citizens of Uda, especially its little ladies. That was better than I could have imagined. Hatching Tide and Little Ladies' Day both will be remembered as the highlights of the year. Couldn't have done it without your help, Claire. We'd both be looking back on this experience with fondness for the rest of our lives. Speaking of which, I got to thinking maybe it's time I leave this performance business behind me and let Pitai spread her wings. I think she'd be more than happy by your side, if you'll have her. Well, that's a bit extreme. Don't even know me. As for me, I have it in mind to find a place to settle down and rest these old bones. I hate to tie Pitai down just when she's found her passion. If you bring her along on your adventures, she'll be able to deliver smiles to quarters of the world I've only heard tales of. Okay, I guess. Are you sure you can manage without her, though? I mean, she is all you have left, you said. Can't deny I already feel the tendrils of loneliness tugging at my heart, but they'll lose their grip so long as I know Pitai's with you. I look forward to hearing of her exploits as I while the days away. I don't mean to be rude, but I am requiring Gridania. Nonota must know just how perfectly my dream manifested. Give the lass our regards, eh? I'll stay here in Uda until the festivities end, and who knows, maybe longer. And with that, allow me to thank you personally, Claire. No princess in all the realm could have asked for a more devoted Sential. And that includes Pitai. Seeing you dote upon her so dutifully reminded me why I volunteered for this position in the first place. Although Pitai's show has concluded, Little Lady's Day has not. Pray enjoy all that we have prepared. And don't be a stranger in Gridania either. Okay, Pitai in pink, and we got our new minion. I'm sorry, we got our new mount. She's Goo-Boo and she's Grace. Crowd as lively as I've ever seen it. Would that Pitai could be our star every year. Yeah, I think they're more interested in the songbirds right now. I know you and Pitai have adventures wilder than I could ever imagine. Make sure to come and visit and regale me with your tales, eh? Sure, why not? Okay, Pitai Horn. We can now summon our new mount, but first things first. Yeah, just confetti. Yeah, nothing too special here. Again, I get it. I know that they're all probably really busy with getting everything ready for Dawn Trail. We still don't have the release date for Dawn Trail yet. Hopefully we should find out soon. But you know what? I get it. I understand. So I'm just going to show you our mount, though we have already seen her. And I think that should be it. Really short. Really, really short this time. Okay. And there she is. Hailing from a place where the peach trees bloom, this winsome Gubu maiden was found and taken in by the traveling entertainer Aldemond. After delighting the crowds on Little Ladies' Day, she made the decision to join you on your adventures in order to spread more cheer. Place these peach blossoms in your hair and become as princesses, it says. So we got a brand new mount. I'm not gonna lie, I'm growing kind of fond of it already. All right, though, I think that's going to be it. I want to thank you all so much for joining me for Hatching Tide and Little Ladies Day. It's sad that we are only getting the one quest, but you know what? That's okay. But until next time, everyone, take care.